Hello everyone, the 316 here with another Morphin Monday Lightning Collection review. This time I got the single release version of the Lost Galaxy Red Ranger. I want to say this was Wave 8. That sounds about right, Wave 8. It might not be Wave 8. I'll put it in the description or the title of the video. Anyway, figure originally retailed for about $22.99, give or take. I got mine on a sale from Big Bad Toy Store. I would link it, but it's not on sale right now. It's for full price, I believe. Anyway, let's see the accessories this figure comes with. Starting off with the hands, we get two of the standard holding hands in this line. Not much to see there. We get the I'm derping out. I can't remember the Quasar Saber in its holstered form. There we go, and it does have his lion there. Looks good. Might be better than this single release or the 2-pack release. Let me see. Is it much easier to see? I think that the lighter gold looks better. Nothing wrong with the darker gold, but the brighter gold I think just makes it look like it stands out more. And that just goes in his holster on the side right here. And it's a nice and tight fit, but it's easy enough to get out. Speaking of hands, he's got two exclusive hands. He's got this open, relaxed hand, and he's got this up and down grabby hand, which I don't believe I've seen before or since. So, two exclusive hands for him. Pretty nice. I'm surprised they didn't reuse these for the remastered figures, because that, like, here, let me pose him real quick. You'll see what I mean. But, like, this goes side to side, and then you could easily... Like, I'm just saying, like, isn't that the morphing call? I mean, for Mighty Morphin, of course. Instead, they made two new hand molds for the remastered figures. I don't get it. Next up, we have a new Leo head sculpt. And I forgot to dig out the old one. I definitely think that this one has the better face, but the other one I think has the better hair. Or, I mean, this one I think is more based off of the pilot episode. This looks more like that, whereas the other one to me reminds me more of the older Leo in the team up episodes, Forever Red and Lightspeed Rescue. Took me a minute. The sideburns do look a bit weird. It looks like dog poo. Like, it is sculpted in there, but it looks like they just kind of slapped brown paint on wherever they felt like. It does not look great. Like, this side's better, but it's just ugh. And lastly, you get the Quasar launcher and this really nice effect piece. It's too bad that they didn't reuse the same paint job for this for Maya, but I really like this effect piece color. I was tempted to get more than one of these figures, but one's enough. I mean, I could have done a custom like Lights of Orion powered up form, but that's all the figure comes with, and of course the helmet. Quick look at the box. It's the old style box. I do miss this. There's the barcode if you need it. This side has the Lost Galaxy logo. This side has the lightning bolt, as well as the red at the bottom there. Oh, and the back. Almost forgot. On the back there, you have him firing the Quasar launcher. And yeah, this figure is basically just a complete reuse besides the new stuff, the hands, the head, and the Quasar launcher. Yeah, it's good though. It does use a brighter gold than the single card release, which I will get into in a moment. I do think that the Charlie Brown lines look much better on this one than the single release. Much cleaner. The chest was always a problem, no matter what Lost Galaxy figure you got. I mean, you may be able to like kit bash and put other figures' torsos on this one. But let's see how he looks next to the 2-pack release here. First noticeable thing is the helmet here. The paint job is much less sloppy and much brighter, although I still had a QC problem there. This one's just very sloppy looking, like someone hand painted it, whereas this one looks nice and completely even, besides the middle one there. But most of the time you're not going to be looking at the helmet from up top, and even then you can't even tell unless you're looking directly at it. So I can forgive it. Color-wise, the helmet on this one is a bit more pink. This one has a bit... Let me see if I can get a better... Yeah, that gives a little bit better of a color comparison there for you. You can see that this red is a bit darker. This helmet is a little bit pinker, although that's not really showing up as much on camera. Same exact sculpts for both figures, but better QC on the newer one, I would say. And I like that the white is more of the blue color rather than the yellow. Although the torso here looks to be the yellow, this looks to be the bluish white color, just to give you an idea. And there's the Charlie Brown lines on the boots. The boots lines definitely look better, but I kind of prefer the arms over here. You know, it's just minor things, but you know. Anyway, since we have him here, we might as well do some, comparisons. But I would at least like to get him in his, holding the Quasar launcher pose. You just stick it in that hand, and then, just bend it so he can rest it on his shoulder here. And, he can hold it like this. He can hold it underwise. Oh, and last thing to point out is that it does extend. I forgot to mention that. So you can use it like the melee weapon. Alright, let's, I kind of like having him holding it like this. Let's see if I can get him to keep the pose, though. That's the main problem. I will say the male figures definitely have an easier time holding this accessory. Maya definitely had a bigger problem holding it. Yeah, I think that works. Alright. I know his hand's kind of floating. One thing I do want to point out is I feel like his arms and legs actually sit closer to each other or towards the body. So, like these ones are very splayed out, as you can see. Maybe that's just the years, taking its toll on the figure. Yeah, he still falls over, but, there you go. I'll just stick it like this. There you go. That works for, size comparisons. So of course we have red here, and we have Maya with her Quasar launcher. The Quasar launcher definitely is better on red, strictly just because of how bad the stickers were here. This one just, oof. I don't think anyone got a good Maya. There's so many problems with this figure. Ugh. Anyway, still glad to have a yellow. Red here stands at just over 6 inches tall. And lastly, let's get Andros in here. There you go. I would have done a full team shot here. That's better lighting. I would have done a full team shot here, but if you want to see that, just check out my yellow and pink review for that. But that gives you an idea of how he looks next to some other figures and the prior release version of this figure. I'm not sure which of the two I'm going to have in the front of the display. I might actually just swap their accessories around. Have this one with the Quasar Saber, because I think it just looks better. And he doesn't have the yellowed white plastic, whereas everyone else has the blue white plastic. But let's go ahead and get in some other figures here. Let's start off with Marvel-Ed. Let's change it up. Scarlet Spidey. Power Rangers Lightning Collection, obviously. Dino Thunder Black. Fix his ankles. He's got ankle issues. Let's get our last 6-inch figure scale in here, G.I. Joe Classified. Actually, I lied about that. I have one other figure for, man, I can't think today. For size comparisons, I actually have a Black Series figure now. I have the Retro Card Deluxe Boba Fett there. Give you an idea for all the 6-inch lines. I pretty much have almost every Hasbro 6-inch major line that they're still producing, at least. Marvel, G.I. Joe, and Star Wars. I don't have anything from Dungeons and Dragons or Indiana Jones. Took me a minute. Anyway, AEW Unrivaled Samoa Joe, Target exclusive. The WWE Mattel 100 John Cena. The Jazzwares Spartan Yoroi from the Halo Spartan collection. The Gold Label Batman from the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse. And also from that line, we have the Build-A-Figure Atrocitus. I definitely really like this release of Lost Galaxy Red. It fixes many of the issues as the 2-pack version had. However, you still need to get the 2-pack version to have the extended form of the Quasar Saber, which is a very important story-related weapon for these characters to have. I'm glad they at least have the holstered form, but it is a shame that Maya did not get, the extended form of her Quasar Saber. But speaking of Big Bad Toy Store, I also got the wave after this blue. I got an extra one so I can give her a Quasar Saber, even if it's not specifically hers. But hey, $20 for that whole wave. Like, anyway. Uh, Let me know down in the comments below if you like this or the 2-pack release version of the figure better, what your favorite Power Rangers team is, even the comics, even if it's like a made-up team too. Maybe you like this character and these characters. Anyway, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe, and hit the bell. It all helps out the channel. And as always, peace.